In the 1800s, Europe was buzzing with energy, much like a crowded market where everyone is trying to shout louder than others. This was the era of nationalism, a strong belief that if you share the same language, history, and culture with others, you deserve your own country. It's like cheering for your home team, but the stakes are countries, not games. Two standout stories from this time are those of Italy and Germany. Before they became the unified countries we know today, they were more like jigsaw puzzles, with pieces all over the place. Leaders like Giuseppe Garibaldi in Italy and Otto von Bismarck in Germany were the master puzzle solvers. They managed to bring all these pieces together. Their success didn't just change maps, it shook up the European balance of power. Suddenly, there were new major players in the game, forcing everyone to rethink their strategies. Then there was this old school club, the Concert of Europe. Think of it as a group of nations as friends promising to keep each other in check after a big fight, that fight being the Napoleonic Wars. But as the spirit of nationalism grew, this promise started to crack. Countries wanted to win for themselves, not play peacekeeper. Meanwhile, Europe was getting a major upgrade with the Industrial Revolution. It was like moving from manual tools to power tools, giving Europeans a big advantage. They used this to expand their empires, especially in Africa and Asia. This move, known as imperialism, was like collecting trophies, but these trophies were entire countries. This period wasn't just about politics and power. It was also about a big shift in thinking and culture. After the revolutions of 1848, a series of uprisings that ultimately failed, people started to look at the world more realistically. This was a move towards realism and materialism, focusing on the tangible and real rather than ideals. This shift was mirrored in their art and literature, moving away from fantasy and focusing on the raw, unvarnished truth of everyday life. So the 1800s in Europe were a whirlwind of change. Nationalism and imperialism were reshaping the continent and the world. Old alliances were tested, new powers emerged, and the way people thought about the world and expressed themselves took a sharp turn towards the real and tangible. It was a time of assembling puzzles, both literally in the formation of nations and figuratively in the changing landscape of power, culture, and thought. Which do you prefer, nationalism or imperialism? Tell us which and why in the comments. Share your answer, like the video, and subscribe for more.